Those are 6 good years and 3 good months. So guys, I believe that whatever information I'm going to share with you is one of a kind, and it's going to be a very useful information to all of you. So if you can hear me, use the chat box and type 1 so that we can continue. If you can hear me, use the chat box and type 11111. I can see everyone is ready. So I'm going to go straight to my training for tonight. So I have 2 topics, but I've worked on them. So I know I'm going to take the maximum time possible. Very nice. So just a few minutes. Very nice. So I hope everyone can see my screen. So today I want to talk about 2 things. Number 1 thing is how to do an effective closing, and also how to do an effective follow-up. So I have prepared this slide for you guys, and I hope you are very much ready to run and to implement whatever I'm going to share with you. So I'm going to start with the topic of closing, and I want to talk about how to do an effective closing. So a power closing in network marketing is an assertive and effective way to encourage a prospect to make a decision. It focuses on understanding the prospect needs, 1, building trust, 2, and emphasizing the benefit of joining your network or purchasing your product. And here are some of the things that can execute a powerful close. So we are going to go point by point. So point number 1 is something called create urgency, or creating an urgency. So how do you create an urgency? Number 1 thing, highlight anytime sensitive offers, bonuses, or limited spot in your network. Explain why acting now is important. For example, this promo ends soon, and I would hate for you to miss out. Remember, guys, we have upcoming activities, like the closest one we have right now is Zanzibar. So this is the right time for you to create urgency. Using some of these posters you see in our groups. So this is the right time for you to create urgencies, and you are going to attract big numbers. Number 2, assume the close. What do I mean by assuming the close? Act as if a decision has already been made in your favor. Ask finalizing questions that move the conversation from consideration to action. For example, would you prefer to receive the product by Monday or Wednesday? Remember, the moment you are assuming the close, it's like already you have already made the agreement, like this person is going to join the business. And that is why you are asking that question. Would you prefer to receive the products by Monday or by Wednesday? So by that, you have assumed the close, and you have made your prospect closer to getting started the business, because already it's like a decision has been made. Number 3, address objections directly. This is one of the problems and challenges some of us go through. If the other party has hesitation, acknowledge them and provide solution, removing barriers to decision making. For example, I understand your concern about the budget. That's why we offer flexible payment plan to make this easier. You are going to find some prospect who are going to tell you the opportunity is okay, it's good, but my own problem is I cannot be able to raise the full amount of money at once, or I don't have the full amount of money. So this is a very good chance for you to address such objections. And I've given you an example of something that you could maybe engage them with. Like, I understand your concern about the budget. That's why we offer flexible payment plan to make it easier. Some of you call it the partial payment, which is very much okay. Then point number 4, highlight value over costs. Again, one of the greatest points that I love so much, reinforce the value of what you're offering and how it overweights the cost, or effort required. For example, when you consider the long-term saving and growth, this solution will bring it clear that it sounds like an investment. Personally, if anytime I'm sharing this opportunity with my prospect, there is one thing I usually focus on, the long-term goal. And most of the time I show them, apart from you having these two people, what if you work with these two people that you have brought to the system, make sure that you help each and every one of them achieve a certain target goal that you personally have. Then eventually it means you will have done or you have achieved that goal double. So that brings them closer to, they get concerned, like they understand that immediately they join the business, it's not going to end there. They are going to get that support, and that is going to make them make decision in the fastest way. Point number 5, use a confident tone. You know, I've had some of you doing presentation closing, and the way you talk, sometimes it brings a different person in you. Unajua mtu anakuwa umevaa suti vizuri, unaongea, unakaa vizuri, but the moment unaanza kuongea, unaongea kama Kindiki, mambo inakosa kueleweka. So use a confident tone. Confidence is the key to power cruise. Deliver your final words with conviction and positivity, signaling certain in the value that you are offering. Very correct. Point number 6, clarify next steps. You have to clarify what is the next step after this person is going to join the business. So don't leave any ambiguity. This is like a gap, or don't give them a chance for them to think of something else. So make it clear what happens after they say yes, so that they feel comfortable making the decision. For example, once you agree, we'll get started immediately and have everything set up within 48 hours. So they have no gap to think of, to come with other assumption. Maybe immediately they join the business, you're not going to be there for them, you're not going to give them the support. No. So don't leave that gap. Make it clear, whatever happens. So they know immediately I pay the money, within 48 hours, everything will be set for me to go. Then point number 7, give a choice between two positives. For example, you have had some of our readers asking yes or yes, good or better, positive. So they do not have any other choice. Whichever choice they are going to take is a positive one. So instead of asking whether they want to proceed, offer two favorable options that both lead to a close. For example, would you prefer the standard package or the premium one with an additional benefit? Some of you, I know you use Wi-Fi at your home, and anytime, for example, you engage with Safaricom, they always give you some offers. So whichever offer you're going to take is still going to be a benefit to them. So what you're going to highlight in that question is the additional benefits. So would you prefer the standard package or the premium one with an additional benefit? Then point number 8, evoke social proof. Some of you who attended the charity drive, those are some of the things that are going to help you evoke something called social proof. But apart from that, reference or refer others who have made the same decision, showing that their choice is both popular and successful. For example, many businesses like yours have already seen tremendous results with this service. I'm confident you will experience the same success. This is now giving them, it's like you are now giving them the guarantee that even if they make that decision and get started the business, they are eventually going to succeed. So you have evoked something called a social proof. Apart from that, that's why we have the success stories. That's why we have the DTC, opening of the DTC, and cashing. I see people in cashing live. Such things have a very, very great impact on that person, you are that prospect that you have. Then, very nice. I've already touched something on the closing. Then I want to touch again on something called follow-up. You know, these two things go hand in hand. Immediately people always think that immediately you close a deal, that person is supposed to join immediately. Some of them don't have money. Some of them didn't understand everything clearly. So the moment you are sharing the stories and everything, it triggers their mind again, and they are now more interested in knowing what is happening. Yesterday was Sunday, yeah. Leader Denzel shared a video, and in that video, he was saying people do not want to know more about the reality. And that is why you need to have a story, because people focusing more on the results. So you need to make sure that you have, apart from some of the points I've shared with you, you need to make sure that you have a story. Every person has a story. There's one of the champions I was with, na nikaona story yake. Mpaka nikamwambia, why have you not been using your story? It's very much powerful. So make sure that you have a story, because people are focusing more on the impact that is going to be created or the success. So let us talk about follow-up. So a powerful follow-up in network marketing is crucial to building relationship, number one thing, maintaining momentum, number two, and increasing the chances of converting leads into partners or customers. And here are the key strategy to a strong follow-up. Point number one, personalize your follow-up. What do I mean by personalizing your follow-up? Address the person by name and reference something specific from your previous conversation. So for example, you are with your prospect and there's something that they mention, maybe as you are showing them the presentation, they loved whereby someone is going to become financially free, or where someone is going to own a powerful machine or properties, such things, or they loved the success stories. You see? So make sure that you are there and you understand. Anytime they are speaking to you, make sure that you're listening, so that you can get something that got their attention. So that when now you are doing follow-up, you are going to refer on something specific they said about the previous conversation that you had. So it shows that you listened and care about the individual. For example, hi Daniel, hi Anne, hi Mary, hi Waziri, hi Ndegwa. I remember you mentioned wanting more time with your family. So I believe this opportunity could provide the flexibility you are looking for. How are you feeling about it? So anytime, remember we said after you do a presentation, make sure that you ask some questions. And these questions, anytime you're engaging with a prospect, they are going to tell you, maybe I loved the financial. What about me, who is always busy and do not have even time for my family? So here comes in some of the things that you should address your prospect. So I remember you mentioned wanting more time with your family. And I believe this opportunity could provide flexibility you are looking for. How are you feeling about it now? So definitely they are going to be more comfortable. So number two, provide value. So instead of asking if they're interested, share useful information that can help them make an informed decision. For example, the success stories. Again, I've said every person, and this thing was said yesterday by Leader Denzel, you have to have a story. because it creates a lot, or it evoke a lot of social proof that is going to help your member, your guest, your prospect to dig deeper or get more interested in joining you. Again, trainings and testimonials. So for example, I wanted to share a quick success story of someone who was in a similar position as you. I think you'll find it inspiring. So these are some of the things that you should be doing using your broadcast, using your conversation with your prospect who attended a certain training. So point number 3, use multiple channels. And as I realized, some of the time I'm in the office, I always look at what people are doing. And I realized that the reason as to why we're not converting at the rate as to which people are attending our training centers and our training, attending the trainings in our training centers or online is because immediately we are done with a certain training, people do not go back and refer to them. So they do not use these things that we run. So most of the time unapatanga, they are not effective, not because they are not working for them, but because that person or that champion is not using these things that we always share. So make sure that whatever we share, you go back and refer. That's why even sometimes we record so that if there's somewhere you didn't understand, you can get to understand. So use multiple channels. For example, follow up via different method. 1, phone, emails. I've seen you doing that, but some of you are doing it in the wrong way. And we don't want people to use our skills in the wrong way so that they can benefit for themselves. Remember, this is a lifetime thing. If we did the business in the wrong way, then you people would not have found this business because it can collapse way earlier. So let us utilize these skills to do the right thing. So phone emails, I've seen them being used, but unfortunately used the wrong way. Text or social medias. Number 2, base their preference, variety that helps top of mind without being overbearing. So hapa kwa social media kuna vitu ningetaka kumention before hata tuendelee mbele. We have so many things like the broadcast. You see, you add the people who have attended trainings, and right now you people are not more serious. Sisi time yetu ile time tuko tuna invite sana, we use even to name. If a prospect attended a certain training at a certain place, so we name them using the dates and where probably they attended the training. If someone left during the training, we also used to name them. So utakuwa unajua huyu aliattend training, akaleft, huyu aliattend training, akasikiza hadi mwisho, so that inakuwa rahisi ku follow up on that person. So point number 4, create urgency without pressure. Hii ni kitu bado tumeongelelea kwa closing. Mention upcoming event, promotion or limited time offers, but frame it as if the opportunity rather than a hard shell. Again, we have the upcoming trip to Zanzibar. These are some of the things that you can use. Today I posted like the Bivoy Foundation is going to sponsor 3 people to Zanzibar, and I was very much lucky. Mtu mmoja tu akaniambia mimi na naye nataka kulipa, na akalipa saa hiyo, and that is what I shared with you pale kwa groups zetu. So these things gives you a chance of communicating with your prospect in a way that you're not pressuring them. You see? So for example, we have a team webinar happening this weekend. It's like a training online this week that gives a deeper dive into how we have helped others achieve their goals. And I think this would really benefit, you would really benefit from it. So at the end of the day, you're bringing them back to the conversation. Remember we said the most thing that you focus on in a follow-up is building the relationship and also keeping the conversation going. So point number 5, ask open-minded questions. So instead of yes or no questions, ask things that open up a conversation and give you more insight into their thoughts. If you ask a yes or no question, so immediately they answer that question, then the conversation is over. But the moment you ask open conversation that gives more insight into their thoughts, they are going to keep the conversation going. So for example, what excites you most about the idea of working with us, or what's holding you back from moving forward? So that is an open question that is going to bring more insight and keep the conversation going. So they are going to tell you, or they are going to share with you what has excited them most about joining the team, and probably what is holding them back. So the moment you move from that question, you go to another, the conversation is going. And these open up questions, they are not like becoming a bother. They are things that even them, they enjoy to have a conversation about. So point number 6, be consistent but respectful. Consistent follow-up, but know when to give them a space. A good follow-up plan can be spaced out, say 48 hours after the first contact, then a week later. Yeah, don't be a bother to people. Si kila siku naendelea tu kuwatumia tu vitu motivations, sijui nini. Give them a space also. And that is why it's good to name your prospect according to their interests, so that utakuwa unajua huyu ako karibu. Saa zingine unamtoa kwa hii broadcast hii, unamweka kwa broadcast ingine, so that you don't become a bother to those people. So that the moment you are sharing this information, unajua hawa wanahitaji information sahihi, hawa bado wanahitaji kupewa time kidogo wafikirie na mambo zingine. And also you should study your prospect. Kuna time zingine unaendelea kutumia mtu mambo za pesa nini na labda hauko umeangalia status zake, labda alipoteza mtu wa karibu sana. So the moment you keep on pushing them, they realize that it's like you're not concerned about how they feel, but rather concerned about what you are going to benefit from. So you have to consider that. So point number 7, leverage social proof. Again, what is social proof, or how do you leverage social proof? Share success stories. This thing is repeating itself again and again and again and again. And if you are a clever person, you have to see the power in the success stories. So share success stories, videos, or other team members' experiences, or statistics showing the growth or success of your company. Yeah, this is going to make them. Why do you think when we are starting our presentation, we show the achievement of the company? Why do you think we show the legitimacy of the company? Because it's a very big, some of the objections zitakuja baadaye. Unasikia mtu akikuuliza, what if I join the company today and the company collapse? But the moment you share such things, huyo mtu atakuwa anajua the company is not going to collapse anytime soon. It is a very strong company and everything is well articulated. And remember, we only have 2 objections in network marketing. Objection number 1 is people who have limited belief about network marketing. And that is why people are going to ask you, is this a pyramid scheme? Is this sijui nini? Then people who have a limited belief about themselves, these people are the people who cannot make a decision on their own. They have to rely on other people. Ndio maana utasikia mtu akikwambia, wacha niende niulize bibi yangu, wacha niende niambie mamangu, wacha niende niambie ndugu yangu ama dada yangu, because they have a limited belief about themselves. Wacha niongee na huyu rafiki yangu, akikubali tutakuja kujoin biashara. So those are the only 2 objections. But people are going to create more objections. But the moment you share these success stories, people are going to see, so this guy was like this. Huyu mtu hakuwa na pesa, lakini alipambana na akaanza biashara, maisha yake ikabadilika. Now you start now sharing the value. So at the end of the day, when someone is investing some money, they are not going to look at the money that they invested. They are going to look at the bigger picture, which is the benefit that they are going to get. So statistics showing the growth of and the success of the company. Point number 8, offer solutions to objections. Again, this is something that we talked about in closing. So if you have a concern, be ready to address them thoughtfully. Sometimes objections stem from lack of clarity or confidence. Again, I shared with you and told you why people are going to ask questions is number one thing, because they did not understand something or that thing was not clear. So they want to get some clarity about it so that now they can focus on making a decision. So for example, I understand your hesitation about time commitment. Many of our success members started small, dedication, just a few hours a week to see the results. You're going to see people, you're going to find prospects who are also committed somewhere else. So the moment you talk to them and tell them you understand about their hesitation about the commitment, and also provide a solution to the objections maybe that they had, then automatically these people are going to buy into your idea without any reverse gear. Then point number 9, be genuine and listen. Be genuine and listen. I've been talking to my members and some of you, and I've just told you, right now, si ile wakati atulikuwa unafikiria. I think right now, things like fake it until you make it is no longer working. That's what I've come to realize. Right now, don't think that for you to share a certain information or for someone to join the business, you have to tell them how you live a luxurious life, how you own big cars. You see, how you live in a nice estate, how you go to big hotels. Those things are not working right now. Mona, nilikuwa naambia Dida Denzel siku ingine hapo, siku hizi hata kuvaa suti bana, kuna vile hata haileti conversion. Unajua kitambo mtu angekuona tu umevaa suti, alikuwa anajua wewe ni tajiri. It's like this issue of the iPhone. Today I was with another leader, alikuwa ananiambia kitambo ungekuwa na iPhone hata kale kadogo, mtu alikuwa anajua, like it was something that would define this person is rich. But right now things have changed. Kuna siku nilikuwa nimetembea pale Isiri kidogo, sasa nikaona madam fulani anauza mabuyu, zile vitu za red zile zinakuwa na sukari, mabuyu hizo kashata. Kidogo kidogo nikaenda nikachukua hapo, sikuwa na cash, so nikamuuliza ama nimtumie, akaniambia ni sawa nimtumie. Kidogo kidogo nikaona amechomoa iPhone, nikajiuliza yani mtu anauza mabuyu na kashata na ako na iPhone. So right now it's like doesn't define. You will find someone who has an iPhone but si kumaanisha hata ako na pesa, anaanza kukupea skills zingine, unashanga. See, I thought you have money. So be genuine. People are going to love you for who you are and not who you pretend to be. Unaweza onyesha mtu hata kifunguo ya gari na akikuangalia hivyo akusikie vile unaongea, they can tell that you don't own that car, you don't live that luxurious life you're talking about. So be genuine and listen. So people can sense when you are being pushy. Ask questions, listen, and respond genuinely to their concern or aspiration. Right now, people are focusing on the impact that is going to be created. So, concern or aspiration, if it's not the right fit for them, offer support without pressure. Very nice. So point number 10, Stay organized. So keep a detailed log of your interaction. So you know when and how to follow up with each person, sorry. Use CRM or even a simple spreadsheet to track this. This is what I was talking about. I was telling you, kitambo mtu angekuja attend training, we used to keep the record. Tunajua huyu ni mtu alikuja ka attend training hii wakati. So kutoka hii wakati hadi hii wakati, zile pesa alikuwa anafaa kutafuta, then this person must be ready now to get started the business. And this person alisema hivi na hivi na hivi. So uko na hizo record zote. So it's easier for you to know where to start doing follow-up. And this one is going to help you. You're not going to be pushy. Like hautakuwa ni kama uko desperate sana. Utakuwa unajua huyu alisema anafaa kuingia siku fulani. So I'm following up with this person. Then I go to this person. Then I go to this person. Kazi inakuwa rahisi sana. Na inakusaidia kutrack all the interactions and all the conversation you had with your prospect. Guys, we have this wonderful program called the Quantum Nexus by Evoke. In fact, you guys are lucky because we told you that the people who are in the Quantum Nexus program are already ahead. They have undergone through such trainings. So they are even doing a recap of what is happening. So guys, make sure that you enroll to this wonderful program called Quantum Nexus. We said the registration fee is $2,000, and make sure that you enroll. In fact, I was telling you at home, our top recruiter for last month was from this Quantum Nexus program. So it's really working. We have run a lot, even about the ads and everything. Some of you are wondering where we are getting people right now. But we have a way as to how we are doing these things. Because if you don't enroll to this program, it's unstoppable. This is what we can say. It's an idea which time has come. So you have to enroll to this program so that you can get the best training and you can become a better version of yourself. We have retrieved so many people who had lost hope because they were not getting the right information. So guys, you have to enroll to this wonderful program called Quantum Nexus that we did a launch. So guys, thank you so much. If you have learned something, use the chat box. Mimi bado hata niko kwa ofisi bado sijatoka. Niko kwa ofisi bado. Simona ni vile tu nilikuwa nimevaa vizuri. Niko kwa ofisi bado sijatoka. So guys, if you have learned something, use the chat box and type something that has excited you or something new that you have learned today. So I want to see if you have learned something. So andika kitu yenye umerana hapo. Andika tu kitu. So I want to see. Very true. Eric is saying, don't fake, just be real. Very true. Be genuine. 100%. I want to see those comments. I want to see whether you are listening. Be real, be genuine. Offer solution. Very correct. Much key. King Julius. Yeah, you're going to have it. So be genuine. Our president has made sure that he has recorded this training and you're going to have it. So follow-up is the key. Don't be pushy, be real, offer solution. So very nice. That means, guys, that you are listening to what I was saying, and I hope, and this is my prayer, that you are going to utilize any information that you're going to get from us, because we have been there long enough to know or to understand about this thing called network marketing. So we have the right information for you guys. And I want to take this chance to thank each and every person for participating and being here today and learning. Because at the end of the day, this is what you need to take you to the next level. So before I give this chance to our president or our executive vice president, there are some of the things I also want to highlight. As before we sat down and decided, there are some of the things that you people should follow up on. And guys, just know that we are very much lenient on you. We have given you all the time to make those decisions, but it seems now you have started going back to the old ways. Number one thing we said, in before, because we are giving you some value, and because we are speaking to people who we want to become, who we want them to become great. So people have to follow the instruction clearly. Tulisema mambo ya kufanya PM ya kahawa hatutaki kabisa. But I have seen that thing is repeating itself again. And even I'm wondering, are you people happy to be DIs all the time? People are achieving big and great ranks. Juzi tu our president alitoka rank inaitwa Gold Executive akaingia rank inaitwa Global Ambassador. And do you know what is happening right now? In fact, today is on 14th. So masaa zingine zikifika kidogo kidogo, tunaenda kuangalia zile pesa zenye tumewekewa pale za stair step, za unilevel na za UPP. And guys, I've shared with you and told you that this system is very clear. We have 8 ways of making money. Stair step is one of them. Na huwezi tengeneza pesa na stair step kama wewe ni DI. Kama pale imekuandikia DI. Kuna kiongozi mwingine nilikuwa naye juzi children's home, nilikuwa nashinda nikimkumbusha. Namwambia, kiongozi, unasikiaje ukiwa DI kila wakati? Hautengenezi pesa na stair step. There is a lot of money in stair step. Guys, make sure that you have a rank. And the only way to have a rank is to do a sensation whereby all your downlines, including you, are going to do a seat 24/7 and above. Hizi mambo za kahawa wachaneni nazo. Hizi mambo za kahawa kabisa kabisa wachaneni nazo. Viongozi, make sure that you read that sensation so that you can get the rank, your downlines can get rank, and they can make money with stair step. Point number 1. Point number 2, we have some activities that are happening. For example, we have the upcoming trip to Zanzibar. So the link has been sent to the group. Make sure you join. Na ujue kutoka saa hii, siku imekatika, tuliko na 1 month. Saa hii tumebakisha 30 days. So make sure that you join that group and commit yourself so that we can do a very big and we can go and have fun at Zanzibar. Number 2. Number 3, we also have an upcoming end year party. We have been discussing about it. You're going to get all the details that you need probably by tomorrow. You're going to get the venue and you're going to get all the information that you need for the end year party. Then, apart from that, our competitors have already set the pace. Na hatutaki hii mambo tushinde tukirudia. Viongozi wako hapa wametengeneza pesa. Nimeona CEO Mtongoi. Pesa ametengeneza inatosha kununua ile gari ya executive vice president. Inaitwa Porsche. Kiongozi umetengeneza pesa ya kununua hiyo gari. Sijui ni nini inakueka hapo nyuma. Leonard, I can see you in this meeting. I remember there's a day you are very close to owning a VW. Sijui ni nini ilikurudisha nyuma. So guys, we have to make sure that we go with the pace. Tumechoka bana kushangilia watu wengine. Sometimes you see us quiet and you think that tuko na shida na mtu. Hatuna shida na mtu. We are tired. It's time for our own sasa. Mimi naye nimeshinda nikicomment pale kwa zile magroup congratulations bana. Sioni mtu yeyote hapa. Peter uko hapa. Waziri. Jina kubwa sana. Lakini bana kutembea umetembea sana. Hauchoki. Umekuwa kiongozi ananiambianga mtu anatembea kama mfugo. Waziri bana hauchoki. Niko na watu wengi sana hapa. April wangu ni vile sijamuona hapa. Ningekuwa nimemchokoza bwana Joseph. You guys have to Ndeti, karibu sana. Ndeti, unatembea kama mfugo. Hauogopi bana. Hizo viatu unanunua baada ya Mugwe. Kazi yako tu ni kuekelea rangi pale. Hiyo rangi yenye iko hapo kwa nywele sasa tunataka kuiona ukiwa umeekelea. Umepiga rap yako safi. Ai. Huyu hata msimtaje Kennedy. Hawa watu bana. Kennedy bana, hujachoka. Tumetembea na wewe kutoka 2019 na bado hautaki kutoka kwa barabara, bado unataka kuendelea kutembea. Ama unasema Mungu anapenda walking style yako. Hizo mambo tuache. Joshua Kioko. Hezbon. Atsang. Ai. Nikianza sasa hata kutaja hizi majina mimi naye mnanishangaza. Nyinyi wote tulikaa na nyinyi kwa mkutano. Atsango alikuwa anashinda akiniambia vile Benz ameipark pale anaiona. Siku hizi bana sijui mambo inaendaje. Nami naye ni kama aliamua tu kununua matatu sasa. Viongozi lazima muombe ukweli. Hizo pesa mmetengeneza kwa DTC zenu zinatosha kununua magari noma sana. Hakuna mtu amekufungia njia sasa. Mlisema viongozi kwanza wanunue magari, viongozi wakacheza na mambo yao. Sijui nani amekufungia. Jana nilikuwa